fellow rippers, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to beautiful Panhandle of Florida. Mick here with Grip It, Rip It, Chip It. Today coming to you from my yard, actually. Not at a golf course today. This is our new property yard. I got that front field I'm still working on. This is the new barn workshop area. I'll go in there a little bit later and show you where I plan to put my hitting net and simulator area. So what are we doing today? Today I'm going to be doing a little review of the tee that I use called a Telos tee, or Telos. It is made by Yada Golf, and this is a picture of the little bag you get. So get ready, review coming up.
Grab a seat, put on your headphones, it's time for Ripper Reviews.
Alright, so we are out here on my yard. What I've done is I took my mower and I kind of cut myself a little tee box. I don't know if we can tell that the grass is cut kind of low down there. Got myself a little bucket, it's an old paint bucket of balls that I'm going to donate to the backwoods. So this property, this part of the property back here, we have a field back here, and then we have I don't know, about 7-8 acres of land that goes straight back behind where the run of trees is. Here is a creek that runs through, and behind that there's another pasture. So I got plenty of room to hit a ball back here and not have to worry about it. So we're going to sacrifice a few of these old balls I have and hit the tee and show you why I like this tee so much. So basically this tee, what it is, it's a hard plastic type of a tee, and then it's got this little disc on it, and the hard plastic has these little grooved rings on it, and the idea is what you can do is find the tee height that you need and place this ring within that range of those little grooves, and then you leave it there, and then each time you go to tee off you push the tee down into the ring at the ground level, and your tee should be the same height for every tee shot to give you more consistency off of the tee box. Hopefully hit the center of the club better and more consistent so you get better shots. Mine, you see I have this little red string tied on it, and as I've said before in previous videos, if you haven't seen those, the reason I do that is when I bought these tees, I believe it was right around $10 for 3 tees. You get 3 tees in that little bag, 3 discs. With taxes and shipping, I think it came out to just around $14 total maybe. So it's not necessarily a cheap tee. So I don't want to lose it. So I've been using this same tee since I bought them, you know, last year. I've been going through a whole season of just this tee. I've never broken it. These things don't break. The only reason you're gonna lose this thing is if it goes flying somewhere and you can't find it. So I put the little red string on it so that if it goes flying out of the ground, it's easy to see that red string in case I don't see this amongst all the leaves and everything on tee boxes and dirt and everything else these days. So pretty durable. I don't think you could break one of these things unless it just gets so sun-dried and rotted plastic that it breaks. But we're going to hit it and then show you the difference of some of these other tees. So I looked up the word Telos that they have on their tee box, or on the little tee, the bag that you get, called Telos or Telos tees by Yada Golf. And Telos comes from a Greek word, and it basically means an ultimate end goal, which is perfect for when you're driving the golf ball, because our ultimate end goal is to get it as far down the fairway as you can. So apparently this word was used by Aristotle, the philosopher, in reference to the full potential or inherent purpose or objective of a person or a thing. So the full potential of this tee is to try to make that golf ball go as straight and as far as possible. So we're going to take a look, hit it a couple times, and see how we do. Alright, so let's tee up a couple and see how we do. I have found that for me, about 2 rungs up on the tee is what's best for my tee height that I like. You might be higher or lower. part of the reason that it goes all the way to the top is then if you like to tee up your iron shots on the par 3s, you can put this a little bit higher up. I don't do that. I typically just use a standard tee for the iron shots, a wood one, because these tend to get pushed down or chopped at the top, and it's just the way I do it. I don't use these for iron shots, but you could, because you get 3 of them, you could set one up for driver and one up for irons if you wanted to do it that way. But I have it set at 2. I like mine teed up just a little bit higher than some, maybe. So let's put this in the ground and see what we can do. After I get it set in, I like to check the height. Looks good. Of course, no warm up today. I'm just coming out here to do this. So it is hot and humid, I can tell you that though. In the Florida Panhandle right now, late July, I'm already sweating. It's really hot. We've been getting up into the upper 90s and very humid, so it doesn't take long to get sweat and warmed up in this area. But just do a couple nice easy swings and see if we can put some golf balls out there. That was a good one, nice and straight, not very high, a little bit low, but it was a good hit. So again, it stayed in the ground. It doesn't fly out a lot. Perfectly fine, no nicks or anything. This thing's been, I played probably, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 rounds with this tee, and it's the same one. I haven't even opened the other 2 in there yet. So these things are very durable. So a little bit expensive up front, but worth the money because you're not going to be buying tees very much. You're not going to need to buy tees, I guess. You might be buying these for your friends for Christmas presents if you want, I guess. There's a nice little bit of a fade, not bad. It was a little bit better. So this one, it flew out a little bit. So on this grass it would be easy to find, but on other tee boxes I play, there's a lot of leaves and dirt and stuff around. That's where the red string comes in handy. You don't have to do that. It's just something I do to hopefully keep from losing this thing, because I do like it. It makes it nice and consistent. Each time I go to hit a drive, I know that my ball is basically about the same height each time. So when I put my club down behind, which that gives you a little bit more confidence for being able to hit the shot. A little bit of a fade too. Not bad though. Oh, there's a good one. Look at that. Yeah, that one was solid right in the middle of the club. Went straight. That's what we're looking for. And I think this tee has helped me a little bit with that. So it gives you that consistency to be confident with each time you get up to at least swing the club. Then it's just a matter of putting a good swing on it. It's not anything else there. Here's another one, nice and straight down the middle, up over the trees into the backfield. So that's pretty good. So here's what you get when you buy these tees. You get a little bag of 3 tees with 3 discs. Yatagolf.com. Telos tees. I highly recommend them. I think it's good for consistency and durability. You're not going to break the things. So if you like them, you can go to yatagolf.com, look them up. Like I said, with taxes, shipping, and everything, it's going to be close to about $14, I think. But well worth it because they last forever. So what are your comparisons to? We have all kinds of different tees. So this is mine with the string. You have your traditional wood tee. They work perfectly fine, break all the time. I prefer these for the iron shots. I use these on my iron shots. They're like a plastic with a little groove top. So normally I keep the Telos tee in my pocket and then one of these for irons. That's how I usually do it. But you can do however you want. And then you have the traditional kind of hard plastic tee. These work pretty good. They'll break every now and then. You catch them right, or have it low for an iron, your club comes through, it'll break in half. And then I have some of these. It's kind of a plastic with a feathery top kind of thing. These actually work pretty good for me too. For the distance of where the staff goes in, or the stake here goes into the ground, it's about the right height for what I like to tee off. I just like this better because it's always the same, it's consistent. This one you could push it further in or out or not have it all the way down in. This one, once you get the disc down to the ground, that's your tee height is set. The other kind of cool thing, I don't use it for this, I have a separate ball marker, but you can pull this off and use this as your ball marker on the green if you want. It works good for that. And then you can just push it back up onto your tee to the setting that you like for the next tee shot, and then right back off again at the green for a ball marker. It's kind of a pain in the butt to me to take it on and off, so I just have a separate ball marker I use, my little Mickey Mouse one. So it's with my divot tool, but that is an option. So the question, do you need a Telos tee by Yata Golf? Absolutely not. You have plenty of other choices, from the wood tees, the plastic. You go to a golf shop or a Walmart or any of those places, you can find rows and rows of various kinds of different tees. Anywhere from $2 a bag of 50 to, you know, $4 for 200 of them or whatever. So these are a little more expensive up front than what you can get with your traditional tees. But do you want a Telos tee from Yata Golf? I say absolutely. The consistency of the setup is tremendous. The durability of these things is unmatched. I don't think I've ever had any kind of tee ever that I found that holds up like these. These orange ones are pretty good, but over time you hit enough of these and this will start to bend, or these little ridges on top will go bad. You know, they'll click off and go bad, and then you can't put them on the ball on there. So these are good, but they're not as good as this thing's indestructible, I think. So for the value up front, I think the durability and the consistency of this tee is worth every penny, and you're going to want to get some. Once you try it and see how consistent it is and how it helps you set up the same every time, not only are you going to want it, but the people playing with you are going to want them. And so they'll make good Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, or whatever. You can buy a little bag, give them to your friends that you golf with, and you're all set for your present. So that's it for today's review. I give a thumbs up on Telos tees from Yata Golf. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like down below. If you're not a subscriber already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, so when we come out with new videos, you'll be alerted and you won't miss anything. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you later.